All right, we're live. All right, so guys, this is the predictions recap for the predictions episode that we did back on Thursday.
Hmm.
So what's this, week 8?
Yeah, it is.
Week 8, yeah. So it's week 8. So the week 8 predictions, formerly the halfway point of the season, no longer the halfway point of the season because there's 17 games now. It's basically the halfway. Like at the end of this game, I guess is the halfway point of the season because it's like basically the
Halftime,
midway point
halftime,
between week 8 and week 9.
halftime of the Browns Bengals game will be week 8, or be halfway point.
Yeah, I guess kind of. At least as far as our seasons go, anyway. But anyway, guys, so it was a little bit more of an interesting week this week. Like I said, remember last week, I almost had a perfect clean sweep, which was nice, except I got one game wrong, and it was my own team's game.
That was funny.
Stupid. That
That
was
was
stupid.
funny.
We both got my team's game wrong this week, though, Thomas. So we will be talking about that later. So just to recap what's happened so far. Right now, we're in the middle of the Chiefs Giants game,
Uh
and the Chiefs are winning, but the Giants are driving right now. So we both picked the Chiefs to win this game,
Yeah.
but I mean they're definitely not dominating. You know, the Giants are right there in it. The only thing literally I'm watching for, because I can't like Thomas, you're beating me right now in the predictions,
Mhm.
and like right now I'm 6-8, you're 8-6 on the week.
Mhm.
So
Wow, you went
and
six.
and then
You went
we
under 500 this week. Yes. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I'm under
Okay.
500.
Actually, no.
Um,
I'm actually rooting for the I'm actually rooting for the Chiefs to lose.
yeah, me too, me too. Just I love chaos. I love chaos.
Well, just for
Um,
statics.
I am, however, rooting, and we talked about this during the podcast. I'm rooting for Tyreek Hill to have a bunch of yards and touchdowns and stuff because he is my last hope for actually winning in the fantasy league this week. Right now, Tyreek Hill's at 17 points, so he's on pace to do pretty well. But he needs to step. He didn't have a very good third quarter, or a very active third quarter. So I kind of need Tyreek Hill to step it up here in the fourth quarter. And if the Giants go in and get a touchdown here, which they did not on that play.
Who's
But if the
quarterback for the
Giants,
Giants?
Daniel Jones, right? Is
Is
it
that,
not
yeah.
Daniel Jones? Yeah,
Okay,
that's
just
Daniel
make sure.
Jones.
Okay, cool. Come on, Daniel. Come on, the most athletic quarterback in the league.
You suck, Daniel Jones. But you know what? You know what? I want the Giants to win today just because I love chaos. And right now, I want them to score a touchdown because it will encourage the Chiefs to get the ball to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, let's manifest it. Come on, touchdown.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, Giants. Let's get a touchdown here. Daniel Jones going back into the shotgun formation. Got a running back to his left. Takes the pass. He takes the snap, throws it, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown to number 88, which I don't know who that is because I don't really follow the Giants.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram? Wow.
Yep.
I didn't know Evan Ingram. I should know Evan Ingram. But anyway, guys, get back to these predictions. We got quite a few games we both got wrong. Now I got more wrong than Thomas this week.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna stay that way because we both picked the Chiefs to win this game. So no matter what happens, the standings
I
will
win.
pretty much stay the same.
Yes, I got
well,
a
you're
week
gonna
that
win.
one. Okay, and I'm gonna win next week too.
So
I'm
so
gonna
let's
win a
see.
lot next week.
On the you still got a lot of catching up to do though. I'm
Oh yeah.
currently 12 games ahead of you. So
You ready? You ready
right
for these
now,
comebacks?
right
You guys
now,
see two.
right now I'm
Right.
at 84-39 on the season,
Mm,
and you're at 72-50. Which
got you.
I realize as I say that, I might have to go back and count all these games because those numbers don't add up. I've got I on like you've got an I don't know how many total games have been predicted this season, but you've
Uh-huh.
got an even number. You've got 72-50. So that adds
Okay.
up to what would that be? 122 games.
Yeah, how many games you? How many games
122.
you?
So I'm 84-39. So I may have either miscounted or double counted a game on one of our things. I might have to go back through this on the next episode and try to see what that says. So 84 plus 39, that would put me at 123 games. So it looks like I might have accidentally counted an extra game for me, or maybe I didn't count a game for Thomas. I'm not really sure.
Got you. So
how many total
so it's
games
also it's
played.
close. So as long as we know it's close, it's not that big of a. All right.
No, I'm 12 games ahead of you on the year, so it's not going to make a difference.
I mean, maybe
But
it might be
it
11
looks
games.
like-
We don't know.
Yeah, well, okay, but it looks like I miscounted a game somewhere, so I'm gonna have to go back and look through that and see what happened. But anyway, as far as this week goes, I know I got the count right on this week. So let's talk about the games that we got. So
Okay.
we'll start with the games I got wrong. I thought we know this because we watched it on the last episode of predictions. I thought that I thought that the Arizona Cardinals were going to beat the Green Bay Packers. And they almost did, except A.J. Green forgot that he was supposed to catch the ball.
I
He was
think God, I
actually-
picked the Packers.
Allegedly, there's Tyreek Hill, by the way. There we go. I guess like 2 yards, whatever. Allegedly, what happened is A.J. Green thought that it was a running play, so he went to go run block and then wasn't looking for the ball as a result.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty dumb. And it kind of reminds me of some of like the just like completely not paying attention plays we got from AJ Green here in Cincinnati. Not that he wasn't a great, amazing, Hall of Fame caliber wide receiver in Cincinnati, but every once in a while he definitely was. Not that now I'm not saying he's going to make the Hall of Fame. Like I'm saying if he had stayed in Cincinnati and continued playing at the pace that he was playing at for his career before he started getting hurt and getting injured and not performing quite as much, he would have made the Hall of Fame. Now it's kind of like it's kind of like he might make it, but he might want to he might be one of those guys who takes like 30, 40 years to get in, and kind of makes it in at the end of the day, like through like the veteran committee or something like that. But one thing he was really prone to doing for the Bengals, and it really showed up a lot, like in more recent years with the Bengals, especially those last like 3 seasons where he just wasn't really doing a whole lot, is he just have like these plays where his brain just completely checks out. And it kind of reminds me of what happened a lot when I played football, because my brain does that a lot, just in general in life, is it just kind of like checks out and I kind of forget where I am for a few minutes. But the difference is I'm not a professional football player paid millions of dollars to know where the fuck I am. There's Tyreek Hill with that 15-yard catch. There we go. Let's go.
I'm really hoping the how come we're not tearing Kyler Murray up for not being successful in that game-winning drive? Like we tear Baker Mayfield up on everything. How we didn't score?
Because Kyler Murray.
Because what? Because of what?
Because AJ Green wasn't paying attention.
I really want to hear this.
He threw the ball to Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray, he threw the ball to AJ Green, and AJ Green forgot where he was.
How many game-winning drops did Odell Beckham have this year? Because I counted 3. And who gets all the hate for?
How many game-winning drops does Odell Beckham have?
3. He has 3.
Was maybe I might have been a little potentially, possibly, kind of right about Odell?
No, see, the thing is about you is that you're right about Odell, but you're wrong about Odell. See, you said, and I was going to say this. You said the wrong thing. You said your biggest worry about Odell Beckham was that he was going to be a distraction, all this other stuff, and he's a diva receiver. So the one thing that Odell Beckham always had,
he's been a bit of a diva lately.
The one thing that he has, like, what are you not ready to be a diva? You just haven't been catching the ball. And the problem with Odell isn't the thing is about Odell was like I thought, yeah, he might be a diva on this stuff, but one thing he's gonna have his talent. Like I always thought that he'd have his talent. Like I always thought the talent would be there. Like the talent's always gonna be there, right? The talent's always gonna be there.
But you made the same mistake.
You made the same
mistake with Johnny Manziel.
Well, no, it's not even that. He's not even being talented at all. He's dropping the ball. Like he's not catching anything. Like it's baffling.
Like this guy, we're gonna get out of Jamar Chase.
Like I didn't think that he'd be. I don't know, man. He needs to just have one good game.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on track though. We're talking about the Packers and Cardinals. So my thought process here was just that the Packers are injured the hell and back, and eventually the hammer's going to drop. Eventually the other shoe's going to drop. Eventually the Packers are just going to they're not going to be able to compete against the team that's right now playing like the best team in the NFL. And boy was I wrong. They came out and they competed. They did pretty well. Man, so I think the Packers might be the best team in the NFL now because, they're injured. Here's the thing, Thomas. You're out here talking about how many injuries the Browns have and this, that, and the other. Well, you know what? The Green Bay Packers look at you and they're like, get on my fucking level because the Green Bay Packers are just as, if not more, injured than the Cleveland Browns. And they're out here playing like the best team in the NFL. They haven't lost since week 1. That was a really bad loss, but it was week 1.
Well, the Packers don't play in the AFC.
Well, no, they don't, but it's not the point.
It kind of is. The AFC is just a whole other animal. You suck, NFC.
Okay. The Packers don't suck, though. The NFC has a lot of like bottom feeder teams that make the teams at the top look a lot better than they are. But the other thing about that is the teams at the top are really good, and teams it's kind of like the entire NFC is basically like what the AFC East was for years. You've got like the Patriots, and then you've got just a bunch of like scrub teams. And like the AFC, you don't have quite as many juggernaut teams in the AFC, especially now that the Chiefs have fallen back down to earth. But what you do have is you have a lot of competition. You have a lot of teams like the Browns and the Bengals and the Ravens and the Steelers. And you got the Bills and the Patriots lately, and you've got the Chiefs and the Raiders and the Broncos and the Chargers, and it's just like almost everybody except for like the fucking Jets and Dolphins are just competitive. In the Jaguars and Texans. So like the AFC South and the AFC East has a couple stinkers in their division, but just like in general, the AFC has a lot of competition, and so you're seeing better teams kind of come out of the NFC, but part of the reason you're seeing that is just because there's less competition in the NFC right now.
Man, look, all I know is Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. We all seen that coming. I seen it coming.
And he is. I didn't think that he was going to drag that injured ass Packers team kicking and screaming against the best team in the NFL, and by God, he did it. So hats off to you, Aaron Rodgers. You made me look like a dumbass. Wouldn't be the first one this season.
Shout out to Aaron Rodgers, y'all.
See Bengals, who went out and laid an egg after I spent all fucking week talking about how, I don't think it's bad for fans to look past other NFL teams. I think, I don't want the players to do it, but if I want to get here and say I think the Bengals are going to smack the Jets, I think that's okay. And by the way, I stand by that. I stand by saying that fans are allowed to do that, and I don't believe in jinxes, so I don't think I jinx the team or anything like that. But I will say y'all made me look like a fucking idiot. Thank you.
Oh, the Browns look like a fucking idiot every week.
Well,
with them not playing offense. All I'm saying is,
there's that man Tyreek Hill again. Let's go.
All I'm saying is, Kyle, just don't sleep on the Browns, man. I just think they could explode like literally any moment, dude. They could literally explode any moment. And I think I'm about to put this right here so I can see the game better because I had the game on my laptop.
I ain't sleeping on the Browns at all. I'm telling you, I think the Bengals are going to win this week. I'm not telling you I'm sleeping on the Browns, though. The Browns could absolutely come out. If the Bengals aren't prepared again, the Browns could lay the fucking wood on them this week. But I do think the Bengals are the better team right now, so as long as the Bengals are prepared, I think they should come out victorious.
Okay.
And I'm not even trying to talk trash right now, but I
know, but like, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be a fun game Sunday.
Right. So next game we need to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. I'm not sure what was really going on here. God damn it. Fucking Chiefs scored and it wasn't Tyreek Hill. You fucking assholes.
I'm pretty sure that was a drop. Yeah, that was a drop, dude. That ball at the ground.
They saying it was dropped? Good. That's because you didn't throw it to Tyreek Hill. You should have thrown it to Tyreek Hill.
That ball totally. He ran the end zone like, yeah, I scored. Look, I scored. Look at you saying I scored, ref. I scored, ref. I scored, ref. I scored. I see. One thing I love about the NBA and the NFL is how the players, like, when they know they got away with something, they know they did something wrong, they do what they can to power to act like it didn't happen. Like, no. I didn't foul that guy. I told you to punch that guy in the face. Right. Yeah, you did. We all see it clear on video on 4K. Right. And that ball hit the ground, you idiot. We got you on camera. Okay, so
what? Go get a touchdown, Tyreek. That happened because you didn't throw to Tyreek Hill. So go throw to.
By the way, I was totally right about the Packers, saying you were wrong. So da eat poop.
Well, okay, we're moved on now to the Eagles though.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I think I was just trying to get a little cute on this one. I was trying to call not really a big upset because the Eagles aren't really good either. But I mean, based on what happened, they beat him 44-6. So I guess maybe it would have been a big upset. But I was thinking like, man, the Lions can't go 0-17, right? They got to win a game eventually. And I was like, as the Eagles, they'll probably beat the Eagles. Now I hope they beat. Maybe it's the Steelers. That'd be funny if the Lions get their first win of the season against the Steelers. Let's go.
I'm happy. I'm happy for Jalen Hurts.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very happy for Jalen Hurts. I don't want the Eagles to be bad. They just are. But I mean, they weren't bad this week. I'll tell you that.
Oh, dang. The Giants just missed a golden opportunity. Man. Come on, New York. Man. You'll see in a second. But fucking
God damn it. Go throw it to fucking Tyreek Hill, man. That's your problem, is you're not throwing it to Tyreek Hill.
Man, that was almost a fumble. But anyway, the Lions suck, man. The Lions just suck. Like,
Lions are awful. Like, I mean, 0-16, 0-17 might be a realistic. I still don't think it's going to happen, but it might realistically happen.
I thought it was going to happen to the Texans.
Well,
or the Jaguars.
Yeah, but the Texans, the Jaguars maybe. Yeah, the Texans did win their first game though.
Yeah. But the Jaguars.
Well, I don't know. The Jaguars. The thing about the Lions is the Lions just don't have much talent. The Jaguars have talent. They're just dysfunctional and nobody has any idea what's going on. And there's a lot of very young talent, and it takes time for that to come together. The Lions have just got nothing going on. They got Jared Goff on like a multi-million-dollar insane contract, and they can't afford any real players. So I mean, it's just like the Lions are like the perfect amalgamation of how you can screw a team over for a season. You've got
they screw that team overall.
Jared Goff with that massive contract, and also he's Jared Goff, meaning he's not a very good quarterback. And I mean, he can win if you put an amazing team around him, but you can't put an amazing team around him if he's making that much damn money.
Yeah, man. I just find it phenomenal that the Lions are as bad as they are. Like, Jared Goff can't be that bad, can he?
No, see, here's the thing. Jared Goff was fine when he was on a rookie contract and you could pay a bunch of people to be around him. But he's not good enough to elevate talent. And that's the thing. When you're paying a quarterback at the level that, quarterbacks make these days, they have to have the ability to elevate talent around them, because when you're going to pay somebody that much, that's money you don't have to pay other players on your team. And so if the quarterback has the skill set of Jared Goff is not able to elevate the players around him. He needs other players to elevate him. So Jared Goff's really got one of two options here. One, he could just make a bunch of money and then go the rest of his career and just kind of end up being a nobody, but he made a bunch of money. Good for you, Jared Goff. Or he can go take a really tiny contract, and he made all this money on his second contract. So it's bro, you got the money. Got it in the bank, whatever. And so, now do you want to win football games? If you do, then you need to go take a small salary and go like do what Tom Brady did and take less money to go play with better players. Except the difference is you're going to need to take a way smaller salary than Tom Brady because you don't have the talent that Tom Brady did. So you're going to need a lot better players than Tom Brady had around him. You're going to need everybody to be Randy Moss.
We got 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. 85% quarterback rating. I mean, honestly,
he's not a horrible quarterback. He's just not able to elevate the people around him.
Well, he don't got nobody around him to elevate. What are you gonna do? Elevate?
Because he's making all that damn money.
But you can't afford anybody. You gotta elevate. You gotta elevate freaking what's below dirt. You can't throw to anybody. What is he gonna do? What can he do with that team?
Nothing. But again, the reason he has that kind of team around him is because he's making that much money.
But Lions just suck, though.
But the Lions could have potentially paid a few people to play around him if he wasn't making that much money. When the Lions go draft a quarterback and get rid of Jared Goff, they're probably going to be able to entice some veterans to come play for that young quarterback. Especially with how Dan Campbell's basically been endearing himself to the whole NFL and the way he talks. I guarantee you that the Lions, when they go get a new young quarterback, that they're going to be able to entice some veteran players to come play for the Lions. And then there's going to be way more talent on the Lions than there is right now. But the problem is Jared Goff is soaking up on all the money right now. That's part of the reason why the Rams sent a first-round draft pick to the Lions in addition to Jared Goff. Just to get they didn't. It was partially about getting Matt Stafford, but it was mostly about getting rid of Jared Goff. That's mostly what that trade was, honestly.
Okay.
All right. So next game we got on the docket, we got the New England Patriots and Los Angeles Chargers, and I swear to God, I guess I'm wrong because I marked it down as not this being the case. But I swear to God, I picked the Patriots to win this game. But maybe I didn't. Apparently I didn't because I marked it down that I didn't.
What are the teams?
Between the Patriots and the Chargers, I thought I picked this as my big upset of the week.
Yeah.
It might have been you.
Well, this is a game.
It might have been you, but I thought I did. But the Patriots did end up winning, and so you got it right. I got it wrong.
I did make this my big upset.
Yeah, I can't really tell you what. I guess my thought process was probably just the Chargers are really good and the Patriots are not as good as they used to be. But yeah, just think. But I don't know. I swear to God, I picked. I'm just thinking back. I'm I swear to God, I picked the Patriots to win this game because I genuinely thought the Patriots were the better team going into this game. So, but I got it marked down as a loss because maybe I will. I might have to anyway. Because I'm going to have to go back and recount all these games, which is going to take for fucking ever, by the way.
Good luck doing that.
But I ain't got too much to say about this game because I genuinely I thought I picked the Patriots. So I think I said it. I think what I said during this game was that what did I say? I said that Bill Belichick knows how to read young quarterback, knows how to figure out young quarterbacks. This is the logic I had when I picked the Patriots. Well, I suppose he does. Justin Herbert isn't exactly a rookie, though.
Yeah, but young quarterbacks.
That's fair. And honestly, I agree with you to an extent. Part of it's just I think the Patriots have been playing better than the Chargers have been playing lately.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think the Patriots are one of those teams that's they're going to be one of those fringe playoff teams that I think might make it in. And the Chargers, I definitely think the Chargers are going to make it in, but they're not playing nearly as well as they were at the beginning of the season when we all thought they were Super Bowl contenders. Now
we should beat the Chargers.
Are they Super Bowl contenders?
We should beat the Chargers.
Y'all just forgot to play defense on that whole game.
They forgot a lot of things. And the refs forgot to call proper flags.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you. I'll say the same thing to you that I've been saying about the. Did we talk about this on the podcast, Thomas?
What?
The helmet to helmet call on the Bengals?
No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
But we get to that when we talk about the Bengals versus the The Bengals versus the Jets, because we both went to this conversation about that, so we get to that.
All right. Well, I'll put a pin in that, but I have something to say about you getting mad at the refs for that Browns Chargers game. So anyway, next game we got on the docket that we need to talk about.
Okay.
We both thought the wait. No, we're not. We're going to save that one for last. Never mind.
Okay.
I will save that one for second to last. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Okay. I'm guessing. Okay.
So
I know which one
those
are.
Figure out which two games I'm talking about. Everybody probably knows what two games I'm talking about. So the next game that we're going to talk about is the Carolina Panthers defeating. Who did they beat?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one who got the schedule in front of you.
Well, I don't have the schedule.
Who the Carolina Panthers beat?
I have my notes in front of me. The Falcons. We both picked the Falcons to beat the Panthers.
Okay.
So, I mean, I can tell you what my thought process here was. Like, I thought the Atlanta Falcons, I just thought that the Atlanta Falcons were building some momentum, and the Panthers were doing the opposite of that. Like, the Panthers were basically just bottoming out as a team lately, like kind of like the same way the Broncos have been doing. Whereas the Falcons have been putting some good results together, and I was like, "Ooh, are the Falcons gonna like do something interesting here?" And then, nope. It was pretty much a very bad non-offensive game, and Sam Darnold pretty much did what I thought he'd do and play a bad game, but Matt Ryan played an even worse game.
You suck, Matt Ryan.
I mean, he really doesn't though. That's the thing. Like Matt Ryan.
I know. I just like saying that.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying I'm frustrated because he's not a bad quarterback. You know, you should be able to trust him to have good games, and he just did not.
You know. Sam Darnold, dude. Why couldn't you have this week last week when I started you in fantasy, Sam Darnold? I genuinely hate you. I genuinely hate you, Sam Darnold.
What week are you talking about?
Last week, Sam Darnold.
No. What game are you talking about? Because Sam Darnold had 129 yards and 0 touchdowns, Thomas. So I'm not sure.
This week?
Yeah, this week. He didn't have a good game. He just didn't have it. He didn't lose the game. That's his thing. He didn't throw any interceptions.
That's cool. You know. Look. I'll take anything from better than last week. Last week he looked horrible. Last week he looked like an XFL quarterback. He was so bad they literally put an XFL quarterback in the game. That's not a joke. PJ Walker? Shout out to PJ Walker, y'all.
Yeah. PJ Walker, great. Was it XFL? I think it was XFL. Great, fantastic in the XFL.
Fantastic, Houston.
Yeah, he was incredible. He was incredible. So next game we need to talk about. We both thought that Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to beat the Saints and Jameis Winston, and you could maybe make the argument that the Saints did lose this game because while they won, they lost Jameis Winston for the year. So he's out with a torn ACL.
That was my other fantasy quarterback. My other fantasy backup quarterback that got hurt. Looks like I'm starting Baker.
Yeah. So
good old one arm.
So, but as far as the final standings go, the Saints did win this game. Tom Brady almost did the Tom Brady thing and came back to beat him. But he threw a pick six at the end. So,
how come when I talk about Tom Brady getting an interception on the game when they drive? I'm just saying.
Well, it's happened before. He did that against the Titans, I believe, in the playoffs.
Well, no, my thing is that like every single time we had this argument about Baker Mayfield, it's always so like minuscule how we do it. Like it's like
we cannot compare the Baker Mayfield conversation to the Tom Brady conversation.
But what about Kyler Murray? What about Josh Allen? But we don't do it Josh Allen. We don't do Kyler Murray. Like Kyler Murray literally lost that game. Because Josh Allen
is constantly going out there and basically like grinding his team away to wins. Baker Mayfield has not really done that much.
Literally, we watched Josh Allen have a chance with the game on the line, and he fell.
That was one game. He's been mostly fantastic over the last 2 years.
And then Kyler Murray loses a game, but Baker Mayfield has put 42 points up on the board with his team with 302 yards, 2 touchdowns, everything, high completion percentage and everything. And they're like, oh yeah, Baker Mayfield didn't have a game-winning drive because he couldn't drive the team down the field with 1 minute and 30 seconds left and no timeouts. And the fact that he had.
Okay, if we're talking about
But
the Chargers
Josh Allen
game,
had
I
3
agree.
minutes and 3 timeouts. Kyler Murray had how many minutes and timeouts? And he over here picking the ball away. I'm
Okay,
just
Thomas.
saying.
So all I'm
It's
saying
just bias.
is
It's just
no,
bias.
it's not bias.
Yes, it's
first of all,
selective
no,
memory.
it's not with
Because
these examples you're giving me. I will grant you that is a ridiculous narrative about Baker Mayfield. It's a stupid.
It is
narrative
because we all see him have game winning drives. Yeah, go ahead.
But Kyler Murray and Josh Allen definitely deserve the benefit of the doubt more than Baker Mayfield does.
Okay,
they have done way. I mean, we will see, but but that's the point. We'll have to see.
I just can't wait.
And we just haven't seen that with Baker Mayfield yet. That's why people are frustrated because he's falling short in a few of these games, but he's not pulling his team to wins. You know, when
it's really
Baker
hard to
Mayfield
pull your
wins,
team to wins when your best receivers are dropping balls right in crunch time. I'm looking at you, Odell Beckham, like literally, he could not have done more. Like you cannot blame Baker Mayfield for that drop by Jarvis Landry. Like
most people don't have that much time to analyze it, though. Honestly, they just know Josh Allen and Kyler Murray have helped their teams more than hurt their teams, and they don't see Baker Mayfield doing the same thing.
I can't wait to whoop y'all ass this Sunday.
I didn't even say that.
I can't wait till we go back. Like I'm gonna be talking so much shit on Sunday. Like, dude, you knew how much shit I'm gonna be talking on Sunday.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you eat it too.
Oh no, I ain't eating no shit. You're the one who's gonna be eating this shit on Sunday.
All right, we'll see.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Last game that we need to talk about that we both got wrong was the Dallas Cowboys defeating the Minnesota Vikings. So we both picked the Vikings to win this game, and honestly, they almost did. You know, it was 20-16. The Vikings, the Vikings didn't do what they needed to do, and I think Mike Zimmer is rightly getting a lot of shit about it. But I mean, in the Vikings' defense, they did almost win this game. You know, it's not like they got blown out by the Cowboys or anything like that. You know, a lot of Vikings fans are calling this an embarrassment, but guys, the Cowboys are one of the best teams in the NFL, and the Vikings came that close to them. Like, an embarrassment? I don't know. Disappointing, frustrating? Sure, I'll accept all those, but an embarrassment? Come on.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's elite.
Well, Dak Prescott wasn't playing. It was Cooper Rush. I think that's probably why.
We both picked the Vikings, yes.
Well, I think that's part of why everybody was calling it an embarrassment because you lost to Cooper Rush, but it's like, yeah, but the Cowboys are a really good team. And like, I mean, when your team's really good, the backup quarterback can look really good around that team. Like, yeah, that's just how that works.
Insert Case Keenum.
Insert Case Keenum. Insert Cooper Rush. Not Mike White. Mike White had a really good game, but how about Trevor Siemian? You know, you got the Saints, who are a really good team, and kind of showing that Jameis Winston isn't really all that he's really cracked up to be, because the Saints are out here elevating Trevor Siemian too.
Yeah, I want to see what they can do with what happened to Hill.
I don't know. He might be hurt too or something. All right, Patrick Mahomes scrambling around. Throw the ball to Tyreek Hill, you motherfucker. He didn't even throw it near Tyreek Hill. That's your problem.
You and Tyreek Hill.
You fucking moron.
You trying to root for Tyreek Hill is like Gretchen trying to make fetch happen on Mean Girls.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never watch Mean Girls?
No.
Kyle, you never watch Mean Girls?
I don't even know how to watch that. What's is that a movie?
How have you never watched Mean Girls? Like, God dang it, Kyle. God dang it, Kyle. Like we go through this every week.
Okay, first of all, is that a movie?
Yes.
I don't like movies.
I hate you.
I don't like movies.
I think I'm in a worse mood right now towards you because our teams are playing each other. So
Pat, just throw a pick. Oh, there's a flag.
I'm gonna be hating you for the next 2 weeks. But
because I don't watch movies.
No, because you're a Bengals fan and it's Bengals Browns week. So depending on what happens, I'm just gonna be hating you for the next 2 weeks. Dang, I feel so sorry for the Giants right now.
Yeah, right. What was that, offsides? Yeah, definitely. And honestly, it didn't even affect the play. It sucks.
It's always that ref who always be delivering the bad news. Like, every single time I hear him speak, I always get pissed off.
Right.
Mainly because he's probably the one that, anytime he's probably the one that talks when the Browns about to get screwed. All right, what we got next on the docket?
All right.
I picked the Vikings, by the way, because I just thought the Vikings would just get it done. I'm pretty sure they play the home net games. I thought tough stadium.
I picked the Vikings because and I'll still say it even for this game. The Vikings are way better than what their record indicates. The record right now says 3-4.
They play
the
Ravens
Ravens
next week.
They got the Ravens next week.
Okay, good.
But the Vikings record says 3-4. They're not a 3-4 team. Give the Ravens a tough They should be. They really should be like a 7-1 team, but they just haven't been like putting games away. That's their problem. But
another team that's not putting games away.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Freaking go down to freaking Brio, Ohio, and start yelling at these motherfuckers.
All right, so Thomas, you picked one game wrong that I picked right.
Okay,
this week.
What was that?
That was you picked the Chicago Bears to beat the San Francisco 49ers. And
see, this is what I get for being a Bears hater.
Are you a Bears hater?
I mean, I'm sorry. This is me for believing in the Bears.
Ah.
All I know is I just thought, maybe like I just thought the 49ers weren't cracked up to be. I don't know. Go ahead. You explain.
Go ahead, Meeks. I got it right. I don't need to explain. You need to explain.
No, I mean, I take this 1L. I take it. I believe in stuff that I shouldn't be believing in.
Well, look, I'm just saying, like, from what I've seen lately from Justin Fields and Matt Nagy, it's just like it's a marriage that's not working.
Yeah, they haven't. They've been really struggling lately.
I believe the 49ers are a better team than it's kind of like with the Vikings. Not quite the same with the Vikings. I think the Vikings are a playoff team that's just been playing under their potential. Or, finishing, rather. Only finishing under their potential. They've been playing up to their potential. They just haven't been finishing games. Whereas the 49ers, I don't think the 49ers are quite playoff quality, but I think they're a little bit better than people think they are. And the Bears, I don't trust the Bears at all right now. The Bears are a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got to figure out what kind of quarterback Justin Fields want to be, man. I feel like Justin Fields is doing too much. I don't know, man. I feel like I was seeing the highlights of this game. It just felt like Justin Fields was doing like, do you want him to be like a Lamar Jackson? Do you want him to be like a Donovan McNabb type, where his running ability there, but he's more of a passer? Like, how we use the Justin Fields here, and it just don't seem consistent right now. I mean, he don't look bad compared to some of these other young quarterbacks that are playing. He don't look horrible. But honestly, a quarterback that really hasn't been looking bad for real, who's been, very serviceable, is Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo really isn't a bad quarterback. I don't think he's as bad as they give him as much grief as he's been getting. I mean, he hasn't been good since the Super Bowl run, obviously, but I don't think he's as bad as they have as much grief as he's been getting, and he can still win games for you, as you can see. And this 49ers team is 3-4, and then coming out of the bye, maybe they might be able to get back to 500 next week.
Yeah.
Dang, I just really believe the Bears. I really believe the Bears. I wanted to have it for my dad. That one was for you, Dad.
Is your dad a Bears fan?
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I think because the Bears.
Bears fan.
But
my uncle's been a Bears fan. Right, that's the thing. I think my uncle was a Bears fan because he grew up watching the mid '80s Bears, and those were fun teams. But now it's got to be painful.
It was painful seeing the Kansas City Chiefs drive the ball down the field. As I really wish they just lose.
Yeah, it's. I'm definitely. I mean, I don't know if they throw a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill, I'll take it. I mean, I'd rather the Chiefs lose, but if as long as the pass goes to Tyreek Hill, I'm happy.
It look good to see somebody got offense in the world of the NFL.
Let's see what do we got right now. Right now, I got 83-76 to 93-30. So I need Tyreek Hill to get me 10 more fantasy points. So give me a touchdown and like 40 yards receiving. That's all I need. I don't know if it's going to happen at this point, but you know.
Dang it, Justin Fields, you could have got that. You could have got that win for me, man. You could have got that win for me, Justin.
All right.
Hate you, Justin.
So last games that we're going to talk about is going back to when you and me both picked our teams to win. So like, let's talk about the Browns and Steelers. So I mean, I can tell you what I was thinking. I just think the Browns are straight up a better football team than the Pittsburgh Steelers, even with the injuries. Now, I guess I was wrong. I guess with all the injuries, maybe they're struggling and having issues with the Steelers. But I also think the Steelers are playing. I said it on the podcast. I think the Steelers are playing a little bit above their potential, or maybe not above their potential, but they're playing above their talent level right now. Like they're not. This is not sustainable. They're about to run into a gauntlet, and they're not going to come out looking good on the other end.
I don't really, honestly, the Oilers don't really think that. I don't like that game that they won. They slowed the game down. You said 4 possessions in the second half. The Browns had 4 possessions in the second half. That was very smart. So they slowed the game down. They shout out to Colin.
Yeah, Colin. Sorry, Colin. I just now saw that we had 2 comments. What do
shout out
y'all
to Colin.
think of Justin Fields possibly becoming a franchise quarterback?
He would be a
Not
franchise
the way
quarterback.
Matt Nagy's handling.
He'd be a franchise quarterback.
Well, I mean, he could be, but they need to go get a new head coach. Like Matt Nagy's doing a lot. It reminds me a lot of what Brian Flores did to Tua. He's not handling him well. Now the difference is at least Matt Nagy isn't benching him back and forth for the starting quarter. Well, no, actually, I take that back. This is what he's doing with Andy Dalton. But that has more to do with injury, I think, though. But I think Matt Nagy is not handling Justin Fields' development very well right now. But hey, shout out Colin! Thanks for coming in on the stream. I think that's the first time a random person's come in and listened to this particular stream.
Nah, you see Colin on Sunday.
Oh yeah, Colin. If you live in Cincinnati, or you coming to the Bengals Browns game? I don't.
No, he's a friend of mine.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Then.
Yeah,
Colin,
I bring
shout out to Thomas's friend. Come see us on Sunday at the Bengals Browns game in Cincinnati, Lot E. And
he's a good dude.
I'll give you a pulled pork quesadilla.
Yeah, don't you dare mess with those quesadillas. I can't wait. By the way, Kyle, I can't wait till we beat y'all Sunday. But before we get to that,
I also can't wait until we beat y'all.
Man, I don't know what it is. Honestly, Kyle, call me crazy. Call me completely crazy, and I'm freaking crazy. Is that I wasn't really that alarmed from this loss by the Browns. Not as alarmed as other people. Because there are a lot of negatives that I've seen here. But I thought if the Browns lost this game, it would be in blowout fashion. Mm-hmm. And the 3 things that I seen, the things that concerned me about this game was I thought that Baker Mayfield injury would be so overwhelming that he wouldn't be able to play at all. Like at a competitive level at all. It really didn't look that bad. Honestly, you take away those 7 drops, he would complete 27. He had 7 drops, by receivers. Mm-hmm. And that could be fixed. And then Jarvis Landry dropping the ball on 4th down when he was wide open, he had 2 hands on it. That could be fixed. And Odell, I know he's struggling, but honestly, he could be fixed. I don't know. Maybe I'm kidding myself, but it's a better state of mind when I realize, holy crap, they're not losing because they suck. They're losing because their head's not right. They're not mentally good.
Well, you could say the same thing about the Bengals against the Jets. So,
Oh, we'll get to them. We'll get to them. Trust me, we'll get to them. But I'm just
I mean, we can get to them, but I'm talking about that trash you were just talking about. The Browns coming in and beating the pants off the Bengals or whatever. It's just like I mean, if the Browns can turn around suddenly, why can't the Bengals?
Oh, the Bengals certainly could. The Bengals probably got a better chance to do it than the Browns do.
I think the Bengals are right now, considering all the injuries on both teams, I think the Bengals are right now a more talented team than the Cleveland Browns. So
especially
if we're
on
just
offense,
talking, exactly. I mean, and I'm talking about just with injuries. If we're talking about like fully healthy teams, then I don't know, because I mean the Bengals definitely have a better receiving core.
But you already said it. You already said that everybody goes through injuries, so that's not even an excuse. Like Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb all played Sunday. So what's your real excuse?
Okay, so if we're talking about the
what's the
current
excuse
Browns
then?
Team, right? Exactly. So if we're talking about the current Browns team versus the current Bengals team, I think the Bengals are a more talented team. And so if we're just talking about the mentality being an issue, then that's an issue for both teams right now. So I mean I just think straight up, if you're considering that, the Bengals are probably just going to come out and be better than the Browns. Especially because it's in Cincinnati.
We'll see.
All right. So anyway, on that note, let's get to our final game that we have to talk about. We both thought that the Cincinnati Bengals were going to beat the New York Jets, and man, I cannot imagine why we both thought that. I mean, what an absolute freaking upset we picked right there.
Who
think
that the Bengals are going to beat the
Jets?
Yeah, who would thought the second quarterback in history would throw for 400 yards on his debut? You know the other quarterback throw for 400 yards on his debut was? Can you guess?
Who's that?
It was
probably somebody amazing. Who? Cam Newton?
Yeah.
Really? Cam Newton threw for 400 yards in his first game?
Yeah.
He never had that good of an arm. Not that good of an arm.
He had good enough arm to throw 400 yards.
Wow, that's insane. Because I remember when he used to kick the Bengals' ass every time we played him. It was mainly because he was scrambling around and avoiding the pressure and killing the Bengals on the ground. And it's he was also a really good passer, but I mean he never passed that much.
All right, Daniel Jones, can you win it on a game-winning drive with 1 minute left and no timeouts?
No, he can't. You suck, Daniel Jones.
Did you already see it? Are you ahead of me?
No, I'm not ahead of you. I'm at 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, you are ahead of me. You suck, Daniel Jones.
Oh, I am ahead of you?
Yeah. Come out 1 minute and 1 second. How am I behind?
He does suck. It's 4th and 15 right now, though, so...
Oh, okay, well...
It's pretty much if they don't get it here, the game's over.
Well,
Daniel Jones sucks, so he's not going to make it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you suck, Daniel.
I mean, that's just what you get from somebody from Duke, though.
All right, now I'm all caught up. Now I just had to refresh my computer.
Okay.
All
right. Daniel Jones takes the shotgun snap. He's scrambling around, and he gets sacked again. Oh no, he gets out of it. Oh, sort of.
Fumbled.
He lateraled it. Or did he fumble?
I don't know, but that offensive lineman who had a chance to run and just going down on a knee, you an idiot. You a wuss.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that guy's. I mean, he's not gonna make it, but
you at least try. Make it fun, dude. Make it fun.
Exactly. At least go try. I mean, you're playing football.
You literally gave up.
Trying to. I mean, it's what's the oh shit? You know who that is? That's Billy fucking Price.
Well, he gave up.
Former Bengals legend Billy Price.
Billy Price
who we drafted in the
entire
2018
city in
NFL
New York
draft.
All 40 million of them in that city, he just gave up on.
Billy Price, you fucking coward.
Yeah.
You fucking coward. No, okay, guys, let me be clear. Kyle Phelps, would absolutely make the same decision. I would absolutely take a knee there instead of getting walloped by a 245-pound man. But I'm not a professional football player. I stopped playing football in middle school because I was like, oh, ouch, this hurts. Billy Price is a professional football player. That was a cowardly move, sir. I get paid to deliver packages, and I never slide to avoid a package.
Yeah, so if I'm being real with you though, Cal. If I'm being real with you, Cal, I'm being 100% with you.
What's up?
Is that I was all doom and gloom about the Browns until the Bengals lost to the Jets. Like, you don't understand how much that like changed my attitude that day. Like, no, but like, okay, so this is not an indictment on you. I thought the Bengals. This is my concern. This is how this was going through my head. This was actually going through my head. Sitting at the bar with a friend and watching the game, and Browns lose. The party goes on. The next thing comes on is the Bengals game. In the Bengals game, I'm like, holy shit! The Jets came back against the Bengals. I'm watching this game, and the Bengals lose, and they fall to the Jets. And then I start thinking to myself, dang, maybe the Bengals not as unbeatable as I thought they were.
Well, the Bengals definitely aren't unbeatable. If that's what you were thinking, then, get that out of your head.
No, I thought the Bengals were a really good team. I thought the Bengals was this really unstoppable force. Like, I was fully prepared on saying the Browns going to lose next week. I have no hope. But when y'all lost against the Jets, I was like, we could beat them. We could beat them. If the Jets could beat them, we could beat them. And it made me realize the AFC is so. And then I started seeing other teams in the AFC, other pivotal teams in the AFC fall, and I realized that the talent in the AFC is so damn even that 4-4 really isn't as horrible as I thought it was, because the reality is that all the teams that we could beat, all the teams that we need to beat are still in front of us. We still have control of our own destiny. And they could do it. They could do it. They just got to go do it. Like, they could do it. They just got to go do it. So go freaking do it, Browns. Just go do it. Look the best in the eye and tell them that you're going to beat them. I'm speaking metaphorically because I had that moment this past weekend too while seeing Eminem. Look the best in the eye and tell them you're going to beat them. Yes, Cal.
Did you tell that to Eminem?
Yes, I did. Did
actually.
Well, see what happened. Okay, so I'm at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions. I don't know if you've seen this video, Kyle, but currently it's at 250 retweets. I don't think we're gonna get any more than that. I think it kind of plateau. But Eminem came on stage, and he kind of came out of nowhere, and it was kind of phenomenal because like Eminem's the one rapper. If I want to do hip hop, Eminem's the one rapper I want to. I want bring him on. Like, bring him on. Like bring him the hell on. I want to go against the best. Fuck it, man. Bring on the best. I want to beat the best.
Well, hopefully you don't end up like MGK after you try to beat
No,
him.
you know what though? Like, that's not my fear though. I'm not worried about being MGK. I'm worried about beating him. I just want to beat him. I want to beat him so bad. I want to defeat Eminem more than anything. I'm going to do it too.
Well, you know what? I hope you do, Thomas.
Oh, wow, I do too. I hope we just witnessed a legendary moment on screen. The three of us, me, you, and Colin. Shout out to you, Colin. Love you.
Thomas, I hope you go beat Eminem, and I hope your team loses to the Bengals this week.
Well, look. We don't need to talk about the future right now. But back to the present. How do y'all lose to Mr. White? I was gonna say I had a joke. I had a race joke, but I'm just gonna keep it to myself because sponsors. I can't. How do you lose to Mr. White? That's like something that you hear in this. Never mind. Look, no joke. No, I can't make any jokes about it.
Logan Wilson had the worst game of his entire life. That's what happened. Beyond that, there was some the offense, man. There were some missed opportunities here and there. Jamar Chase dropped a touchdown catch, and then Zach Taylor elected to go for it on fourth down on that same drive instead of kick the easy field goal. When we did literally nothing but go negative that entire drive, and I don't know, I didn't understand it. But I mean, but I mean, for the most part, though, the offense put up 31 points. If you put up 31 points against the Jets, you should probably beat them, right? The defense
Yeah.
just shit the fucking bed, man. That's what happened. Like they couldn't like that. Mike White, he didn't even do anything special. He just dump off, dump off, dump off, dump off, and every time he did that, the running back took it for like 11, 12 yards. And that's what happened. Is like they had absolutely no answer for this simple ass fucking Mike LaFleur offense. And I think it was more hyper simplified for the sake of Mike White. But it's just like the Bengals just I think I'm not sure because the Bengals talked like a lot of Bengals players talked all week about not looking past the Jets and like we're going to be prepared and et cetera, et cetera. I'm not sure. I think they might have overthought it. I think they might have like way overanalyzed what the Jets' offensive scheme is, and they didn't, really think about the fact, what if the Jets go out and just like do a bunch of really quick things to take advantage of the fact that the Bengals defense is going to try to keep a lot of things in front of them all game, and they're just like, well, if the Bengals are going to like give us the short yardage all the whole game, why don't we just take the short yardage every single play? And if we do that, then we're never going to go off. We're never going to go off the field. It might be exhausting, but we're going to go do it. And that's what they fucking did.
I really want to give you the same shit that you gave me last year when the Browns lost to the Jets last year. I really want to give you the same shit, but I don't.
Do it.
I'm not.
I will say, I genuinely do think the New York Jets are a better football team now than they were last year.
Oh
but
yeah, way better.
In the same idea,
in
the same idea that the Bengals were a better football team in 2020 than they were in 2019. And it's actually basically the same exact idea. I could see the Jets winning about 4 games this year, the same way the Bengals won 4 games in 2020 after winning only 2 games in 2019.
Y'all let him pass for 400 yards, though.
I know. But here's the thing: they didn't let
that's what gets me. Like, y'all let this.
It's actually a really misleading stat. Like when you get right down to it, because we didn't let Mike White pass for 400 yards. We let Mike White pass for probably about like 50 yards, and then we let the people he passed to run for like fucking 400 yards. It was insane.
I mean, but
Mike White himself didn't do anything. I mean, he played fine. He didn't make any mistakes. Well, no, he did make some mistakes. He threw 2 interceptions.
But what he did was every single time he got rushed,
he just kept that's the thing though. He didn't do anything spectacular. He didn't have any like highlight worthy plays. He just got the ball down the field. He just short pass, dump off, matriculate. That's all they did, and that's I think the Bengals were expecting the Jets to try to be a little more like aggressive than they were.
I mean, he did a great job of taking the pressure though. Every single time he had pressure in his face, he did a good job of getting the ball out quickly. But like you said, short pass when all you're doing is short pass and slant plays all the time. I always like to call it the Madden and the NCAA football cheat code slant.
I will say though, the one thing I'll say about the offense is, I mean, first of all, again, they put up 31. If you're going to put up 31, you got to win. But
yeah.
At the same time, the offense, man, if the defense gets you a turnover on the 1-yard line, you got to get 7. That's part of the reason the Bengals lost this game is because Jesse Bates got an interception early in the game, took it all the way down to the 1-yard line, just barely missed out on getting a pick 6. And the Bengals just did nothing but go backwards, and then they attempted to go forward on 4th down, and ended up, Joe Burrow took an 8-yard sack instead of getting it in the end zone. So we missed out on 7 points, then we missed out on 3 points, and we came out of that drive with no points. So I mean, it's just stuff like that. It's just missed opportunities on offense, and again, this game, the blame for this game goes to the defense, but the offense is not completely without blame either. There was some really stupid stuff going on with the offense, but again, at the same time, the offense could have won this game if they had played a perfect game. They didn't play a perfect game, but you shouldn't have to play a perfect game to come away with the win. You should be able to play like a fucking team. And the defense just they had a couple quirky turnovers early in the game, and that was and they just didn't capitalize. I think they capitalized on the second turnover, but they didn't capitalize on the Jesse Bates turnover, and that one was the easier one to capitalize on. It's mind-boggling the amount of points they left on the field. It's mind-boggling the opportunities they left on the field. I think what happened is this was a young team that I think might have gotten a little full of itself and didn't do the little things right. And when you don't do that in the NFL, you're going to get eaten alive. So my hope is that the Bengals, it was a bad loss, terrible loss. You don't want to see that happen, but at the same time, my hope is that they they learned a lesson. What you got here?
I'm just putting the highlights on the screen so people can see it while you're talking about.
Well, you're showing a Joe Mixon touchdown right now, so that's a pretty good play.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm just showing the highlights. Yeah,
so
people can see what you're speaking.
Here we go. Mike White's rolling back, and you know what he just did there?
You not
he dumped it
ESPN
off. You know what Mike White just did on that highlight you just showed right now? He dumped it off 5 yards behind the line, and it went for a 11, 12-yard gain. That's what happened all fucking day. And there's another one! Literally, it's all he did all game. All he did all game was just dump it off. Mike White did not have a spectacular game. Just the Bengals just didn't know what they were fucking doing.
He dumped it off for 400 yards.
He did dump it off for 4. He really didn't. The total net depth of target he probably had might have been less than 0, honestly.
But what y'all winning though?
We were up 31-20 in the fourth quarter and just completely fucking blew it.
Do you think that Kevin Stefanski can out-coach whoever the hell y'all coach is?
Zach Taylor?
Yeah, Zach Taylor.
Do I think he could? Absolutely. I think Kevin Stefanski's probably a better coach than Zach Taylor right now.
He had been looking like it the last couple of games, actually, if I'm being real with you. Kevin Stefanski got to get his shit together. Yeah, get your shit together, Kevin Stefanski.
I felt the way when the Browns beat the Broncos, I felt that was a perfect encapsulation of how good of a head coach Kevin Stefanski is.
Me too. And I thought that he was back on track, but I don't know. He seems overwhelmed. Maybe we might hear about a big trade tomorrow at 4:00.
I don't know. I don't think you're going to be hearing about any big trades tomorrow before 4:00. I think this Von Miller trade is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's just not the way the NFL operates. The NFL doesn't have.
I don't know, man. There might be some. Look, there might be some validity to this OBJ trade talk. I just think it is weird that they haven't even been targeting him. Something's weird going on.
Right.
Something's weird going on. We're probably gonna figure out about it later.
I don't know. But anyway, guys. Colin, I guess. The one person who's listening. Anyway, Colin, and Thomas.
Yes. Shout out to Colin. This show's dedicated to you.
This game's over. The predictions episode is over. Thomas, you beat me this week. So game ended up. I finished the week 6-9. Nice. And my final record on the year, or my current record on the year is 84-40. Thomas, you finished 8-7 on the week.
I think that.
So you're going ahead to 51. He said thanks, and you said what's up, Colin. There we go. We got a little bit of a chat going on. That's kind of cool right there. So, but anyway, Thomas, you beat me this week, but I'm still ahead of you by 12 games. So you better step your game up.
I'll be okay. I'm not worried. The Browns better step their game up. Odell Beckham better step his game up.
Anyway, guys. We got 2 people watching now. Who's the second person? We got
Me.
Colin. And, are you on the thing?
Yeah, of course.
You can just do that through StreamYard, right? You can go to comments and comment.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Okay. Bengals are ugly. Fuck you, Thomas.
No, I meant to say.
You know what, Thomas or Colin, you're a nice person. Thomas, you're an asshole.
And look, Colin, you know how nice I've been. You know how nice I've been to your freaking fan base and your fans but y'all losing on Sunday. They're going down.
Colin a Bengals fan?
No, he's a Browns fan.
He's a Browns fan?
Kind of. He's more of a Ohio State fan.
I thought you were talking to him. Why are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Colin. I thought you were saying like y'all are going down. Well, hey Colin, y'all are going down. Thomas, y'all are going down. Bengals got this. Who day?
Okay, I'll see you Sunday.
All right.
See you Sunday. By the way, are we doing predictions? We're doing predictions at the tailgate. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess that's. Wait, no.
Yeah, you want to do the predictions at the tailgate?
Predictions at the tail. Well, it's going to be on Sunday morning.
Oh, by the way, who's the quarterback for Oh, I'm sorry. What's the matchup for Thursday night before we got here?
What is? Oh yeah, you're right. Because we need to make that prediction. Hey, Colin's coming out on Sunday. There we go.
Yeah. I told you to come with me.
He's coming with you. Okay, so that's still cool though. That's still cool. We have some people hanging out with us. All right. So the matchup on Thursday, I would tell you, but ESPN's slower than a motherfucker.
Week 9 football.
You're gonna get there before me, probably.
The Colts versus the Jets.
So Thomas, it's the Colts versus the Jets.
Oh, that's a tough one. Both of them suck.
Yeah, they're all.
Both of them suck with glimpses of hope.
Look, you know what? I got a 12-game lead on you, so I'm gonna call this with some hope right here. I'm gonna call the New York Jets win their second game in a row, and the Bengals look slightly less bad.
I'm tempted on saying the same thing because Carson Wentz, you're trash. You suck, Carson. Thank you, Colin, for supporting us. You suck, Carson Wentz. I am not supporting you. You suck, Carson. You suck. You suck. And you suck some more, Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz, if you ever see this and if I ever meet you in person, I would take you out to dinner. I would buy you a drink. I have a nice conversation. And right before we leave, Carson, I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you, you suck, Carson Wentz. With that said, I'm going with the Colts.
Hey, Thomas, you know who else sucks?
Who?
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he does.
He's terrible.
He says, you suck, Daniel. Nah, I actually like Daniel. Daniel, you cool. You
All
cool.
right. Yeah. All right. Anyway, thanks for listening, Colin. And anybody who potentially watches this in the future, I'm not sure why you necessarily would, but maybe we develop some diehard fans one day, and somebody goes
and then they come back and watch the old episodes, and they're like, "Hey, you remember that episode?"
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Colin goes back and watches this just because, like, remember those one time somebody was nice to me?
Oh, God.
Welcome. There we go, Colin. All right, but anyway, thanks for listening. We'll catch you on what is it? I guess we'll be doing predictions on Thursday during the Thursday night game. And Colin, go check out the Battle of Ohio podcast.
On Spotify and Apple Music.
Listens in the future, go listen to the Battle of Ohio podcast. Check me out at KylePhelps92 on Twitter, Facebook.com/The Phelps. Go find my YouTube channel, which is currently just called Kyle Phelps. I'm covering a lot of Bengals content there. And I also do power rankings, which I do on ATBnetwork.com as well. You can go find my content there. Thomas, you can find him at T_star94 on Twitter and Instagram. And on YouTube and TikTok, you can find him at the Thomas J Network. So
if you're from the future and watching this, come back in the past as soon as I'm done with this podcast and talk to me.
Yeah.
If you have a time machine, I forget that important part. If you're from the future and time travel has been discovered, hit me up.
Yeah, if you're from the future and time travel's been discovered. There you go. All right. So anyway, that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to leave y'all with the Who Day.
Go Browns.
No, because they're going to lose.